to be really honest, you know, if it wasn't for you or like Marcus Hall, like there really
Shout out to Marcus Hall.
Yeah, there wouldn't be a lot of stuff moving in New York City. You know what I mean?
New York is tough.
Yeah.
You got to be a tough person
to
do New York City.
Yeah.
And I think that has been a absolute, you know, just blessing, like super cliche in that sense of, you know, being a believer, but coming into a situation and saying, this is not happening in my community, my neighborhood. People don't know about this music. People don't know about these concerts. I got excited about the music I heard when I got saved in college. And I said, everybody needs to hear it.
Yeah.
So at the beginning, the formula was, which I still I'll give the secret away, was mingling non-Christian, Christian artists together. So it'd be a non-Christian opener and a Christian opener, similar styles. One's talking about God, one's talking about, you know, the ex-girlfriend, whatever. And everybody came into the room, and that's my ministry, that's my outreach. That's what I love to do. I don't want to just do all Christian show, which, you know, there's a need for that, but I wanted to bring in like both parties.
Let's get the people what they want. The Wade-O Radio Show.
This interview was brought to you by our sponsor, Devin Turner. This MC and pastor is not only putting out great music, but he's doing phenomenal work in his community and abroad. Check out his new album, Luminary, available on all digital outlets. For more info, visit his website at devinturner.org. DJ Wade-O here. We are backstage at the Sessions Tour with the promoter, Miss Suleky Roman from Suleky Roman Events.
Yep, correct.
We gotta have a whole situation out there.
Yep.
How you doing, sis?
I'm doing really good.
Doing good?
I'm loving the show. It's been...
Of course you're loving the show. It's your show.
It's my show.
It's a good show, though.
Yeah, no, Aaron Cole, Daraj, just Cannon is amazing. They're just super talented. Jersey, this is my first Jersey show. So, yeah, I'm excited. It's good.
So you do promotions, you do event planning. How did you get into that?
So I got into it in college. I actually went to school. I went to City College of New York in Harlem for education. Okay. And started going to a Bible study group, and they needed help with doing outreach. So at the time, Anzi Mineo, who is an artist, you guys might know.
Yeah, we might know him.
He was my Bible study leader.
Okay.
And he asked me for some input on outreach events, and we just kind of, you know, freshman year of college, started going ham with just events back to back. And then he was like, hey, maybe you should consider event coordinating or curating, and then got, you know, into promotions as well.
Crazy.
So yeah.
That's crazy.
Started doing, you know, outreach, and then it became a profession.
Yeah, it's interesting because you do a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. Like when we talking about event planning, it's like Suleky planning a wedding. Yep. She'll do a corporate event. You know, I'm on your email list, so I see it all. She'll do a corporate event, and then she'll do a Christian rap concert.
Yeah, no, I mean, my heart is in concerts.
Sure.
So as a curator, you know, putting things together, showcasing it, I have kind of a tagline, curating, coordinating, and creating. So that's, you know, definitely important for me to be involved with concerts creatively and other projects. There's a lot of wedding rehearsals that I do. Sure. I really don't promote on the IG, but corporate is also another soft spot in my heart. You got to make things work. I'm all about logistics. So.
Yeah, you're very good at that. Let's just so the people are clear, like, you know, a lot of the major Christian rap shows that take place in New York City, she's been involved in it some kind of way. Yeah. You know what I mean? Some kind of way, whether she's promoting it, whether she's coordinating it, whatever. And it's a huge blessing to this community. Let's go through some of the big shows you've done so the people are crystal clear what's taking place here.
Yeah, no, I think some of my favorite shows I can remember off the top of my head, Northern Lights with Christon Gray and Swoop and B. Wright and everybody.
Taylor was there?
Taylor Gray was there as well. Man, there was a lot of people there that show. Mila Santana, who's from Queens, a great vocalist. It was just a great...
What was the venue?
That was Santos Party House.
Santos Party House.
In Soho. Yep. So that was a great... And then Bonfire was there as well. Bonfire had Isaiah Tate. I had obviously now Xavier Omar.
Yep.
But he was Spazzy Rocket back then.
Yep.
And so these were just, you know, some of the 2 big shows. I also helped out with
Packed the house out.
Packed the house out, sold out shows. It's been amazing doing shows in New York City. I love all those artists. I think I started secretly because I wanted to see them perform, and I was like, let me invite people to these shows.
Hilarious.
And so I was just like, this would be a great opportunity, you know.
You know, that's how I started my radio show.
Really?
None of my friends had heard of this music, so I said, let me create something.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I've enjoyed it. So I've done a lot of shows with Andy as well. I did his first mixtape. Release for Formerly Known, and it's just been PIA tour, the first one for New York City. I did that one. That was awesome. Just there's a lot of shows. So yeah, they've been back-to-back sessions tour now in the city, and everyone's kind of just been showing me love, reaching out, you know, and other promoters hit me up locally. Tri-State, I did the God Belongs in My City tour featuring Andy and The Truth, and
I was on that one.
Yeah, Wade-O was on that one, and so it's been a blessing for people to even ask me to curate. So like you said, behind the scenes, if it's from promotions, creating a schedule, doing the things that people don't want to do, the boring things, figure out what people are going to eat in the green room.
It's important. It's important.
It's very important. Hospitality is very important as a promoter.
If she pop up with fish in my green room, I can't do the show that night because I'm allergic.
Exactly. So someone just told me recently they were allergic to ginger.
Wow.
So I make sure there was nothing ginger.
Wow.
Which I usually get like ginger tea and stuff like that. Yeah. So I made sure.
Yeah, that's important stuff. What makes a good show for you?
Makes a good show.
What makes a good show?
Well, that's a good question. A good show is about the energy, right? So like the performer bringing their all, right? Like I don't want to just hear the track playing. I think live instruments are important. I think the energy, reading the crowd, coming into a situation, being like, all right, this is the vibe. Let's go with it, kill it. And also sound and audio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sound and audio.
Yeah.
And the audience plays a major role.
Sure.
Like your audience has to be excited. So
one of the things that I've heard you talk about before with events is also having the right crowd there.
Yes.
So that people not just enjoy the artist, but they also enjoy the other people that are there with them. Talk about the science behind that, because
no, it's definitely a science. I always think about it like a playlist, right? So if you're a DJ, you know, it's the vibe. Like, hey, this is the tone I want to set. If you're throwing a party, you know what kind of vibe you want in the house. Same concept with throwing a concert or, you know, having a showcase. So I always think of people hanging out, mingling. A lot of people told me that they met their boyfriend or girlfriend at the Northern Lights show.
Wow.
And, you know, just to think of
That's
that
what's
or
up.
imagine that.
That's big, though.
You know, I'm always
Let me find out that was ChristianMingle.com.
Most of my
the real life version.
Exactly. So it's,
no,
it's interesting. And like I always think about people making friends, networking. So I'm known for throwing people in awkward situations where I'm like, yo, he's a DJ and you're an artist, talk to him. And that's it. That's kind of what I do. I walk away. I start text messages that way. But yeah, no, I think there's a science behind it. I think of it as a party. My concert is a party.
It's a party.
Whoever's coming, you know, am I going to have, if it's all vocalists, what's the vibe, what's the feeling?
Sure.
Aesthetically, I'll talk to the, you know, audio visual team. It's all about like that ambiance, the actual event. It's an experience. So
I hear a lot of artists say New York City is a challenging market to tour in, to get booked in, whatever. And I thank God for you, because to be really honest, you know, if it wasn't for you or like Marcus Hall, like there really
shout out to Marcus Hall.
there wouldn't be a lot of stuff moving in New York City. You know what I mean?
New York is tough.
Yeah.
You got to be a tough person to do New York City.
Yeah.
And I think that has been a absolute, you know, just blessing, like super cliche in that sense of, you know, being a believer, but coming into a situation and saying, this is not happening in my community, my neighborhood. People don't know about this music. People don't know about these concerts. I got excited about the music I heard when I got saved in college. And I said, everybody needs to hear it.
Yeah.
So at the beginning, the formula was, which I still I'll give the secret away, was mingling non-Christian, Christian artists together. So it'd be a non-Christian opener. and a Christian opener, similar styles. One's talking about God, one's talking about, you know, the ex-girlfriend, whatever. And everybody came into the room. And that's my ministry, that's my outreach. That's what I love to do. I don't want to just do all Christian show, which, you know, there's a need for that. But I wanted to bring in, like, both parties. So the artists are being ministered to, the DJs being ministered to, if it's a secular artist, if it's, and like these are terms that I was taught, you know, like what the difference is. But I genuinely just love music and love the vibes that people bring to the showcases. So that was the formula. That was kind of how I knocked the door down, because it was like going to venues and saying, hey, I'm going to have a show and I might not sell alcohol. So can I still have it?
Yeah.
For like $8,000? And you know, they're like, oh well, sometimes the venue will become more expensive because
you're not selling alcohol, right?
And so people don't see those little details as a promoter. And so what I decided to do, which I still do, is bring on people that don't know Jesus but have a following and have great quality music.
Talk to me about the science of even choosing the right venue, because when I think back to like some of the events that you've thrown that I've gone to and just enjoyed, a big part of that was just like, this was a dope venue. Yep. Like I felt like the first Christon Gray show at Apartment 78.
Night. That was a great night.
Amazing. And it wasn't even a stage there.
No.
But it was just like, it was DJ Wade-O, it was Christon Gray, and it was like, we was around him like it was a cipher, and he was just singing and just it was just good vibes there. The only thing was the parking. The parking was crazy.
I mean, it's Washington Heights. That's it. I think anyone. So people tell me all the time, "Hey, Suleky, New York City parking." It's funny because you called me the other day for a show, and you were like, "Hey, is there any parking?"
Is there parking? Absolutely.
I expect that. So I get phone calls and everything, and it's New York City.
Yeah.
I don't think you're ever gonna find parking.
No, you're right.
For anything.
You're right.
So so picking venues are important. So if I'm sitting down,
what goes into it for you though? Like how do you? Because the thing is, some promoters just have stuff at the same venue. It's like that's my venue. You actually like I mean look, I don't know, but it always feels like you
something. Wait,
you choose different venues for based on what's happening for the, you know what I mean? Like I felt like the Northern Lights, the Santos Party House,
lit. It was lit.
If that was at a different venue, I don't know if it's the same. It's the same vibe.
It wouldn't be as impactful. I think. I love choosing venue. That's my favorite part. Yeah. Right. And so there are limitations. Yeah. But if I can choose the venue, which funny story behind that, they told me the number, right? They gave me the price for that venue. And I got that venue through a good friend at the time, but they gave me the price, and I couldn't afford it. Yeah. No, legit. Like I was like,
it was like that.
Yeah, they sent me the email. They were like, "Hey, this is the rate for the night," and I said, "What?" Because I've done smaller venues, especially in Washington Heights, being from there. Shout out to Washington Heights. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it.
Bet on yourself.
You know what? I got 3 part-time jobs.
Wow.
I was babysitting a neighbor's kid.
Wow.
I was cleaning middle school.
To pay for it.
In East Harlem.
Wow.
And every paycheck puts aside, so I'm getting this venue. I'm paying for these artists.
Wow.
I'm doing media. I'm getting audio visual. And after babysitting, working these 3 part-time jobs, and still working weddings on the side. Yeah. Put all my money together. The day of, paid the venue, paid everybody,
and it was packed.
And it was a blessing. We actually, so Santos Party's house used to have 2 floors. We were booked for downstairs for 200 capacity, and then we got sent upstairs because we were at 300 tickets, and they were like, you know what, come upstairs. So that was actually double the rate, but it worked out.
It worked out real good.
So I strategically do choose locations. Yeah.
I could tell. Like I could seriously, I could tell. Yeah. I could tell. Even the God Belongs in My City tour, like the especially the New York City location, that Redeemer.
Redeemer was amazing. Big stage. Yep. It was just such a nice, spacious, location. And I think with choosing, once again, ambiance. What do I want to see when I see this person perform? Yeah. What do I envision? Do I think about contemporary? Do I think about traditional? I had a show with Naomi Rain. Shout out to Naomi Rain, amazing worship artist. We had a show in the Bronx, and I just remember the wall being amber, and I remember I wanted light bulbs and this warm feeling.
Wow.
And that's exactly what happened that night, and she just blew the house down. So it is important as a promoter, as a curator. It's like an art project, you know. You think about the people, you think about, you know, the backdrop, you think about the sound, you think about all those details, and it's just super important. So
what advice do you have for other promoters? Because this is the thing. There's, I mean, you can attest to this. There's such a need for promoters literally all around the country doing this. What advice do you have for people that are looking at this and like they hear your story and they're like, man, like she really put a lot into this. There's a lot of thought. Like,
yeah, no, I'm gonna say this: being a curator, a coordinator, a promoter has to do with how organized you are, right? How professional you are. It's a profession, and how much time you want to invest in it, right? So like, you have to find out how much is everybody, how much is the venue, what's the feel that you want. People just see me at events and they're like, oh hey, what's going on, girl? How you doing? Everything's good. I lose sleep, okay?
Yeah.
And I think the most important thing is following up with people.
Yeah.
I talk to over 20 people a day on events.
Wow.
Like legit, it's just like all day texting.
Wow.
You have to, as a promoter, you have to be comfortable with talking to people, relationship building, even when you don't want to with certain people. And it's just important to be organized, build relationships, and follow up. You have to be the follow-up king or queen. What is that you need? You know, did you get paid? Yeah. Did you get taken care of? The venue, hey, you know, communication is important. Yeah. So I think a lot of people have potential, and a lot of people have the skill set, and we are needed because we do the job that a lot of people don't want to do. We are needed. Like, I love creatives, but I need to tell you, hey, you got a schedule. You got 2 more minutes. I enjoy that. Why? Because it looks clean, it looks good, it's structured well, you know who's being taken care of. So organization. If you like organizing, if you have OCD with things, you might be in the right field. So, yeah.
Here's a question that I know every artist watching this probably wanted me to ask you 10 minutes ago. How do you choose which artists you book? And here's the thing. I know you get a ton of calls from artists because they call me asking me for your number. Hey, Wade-O, can you send me Suleky number?
Yeah.
So how do I
choose?
Yeah.
It has to do with the time.
Keep it 100 too, Suleky. Keep it 100. Keep it 100.
I'll be very honest. I have to like the music.
Yeah. Yep. You gotta believe in it.
It's like my Spotify playlist.
Yeah. That's real.
You know what I mean?
That's real.
Like, if I'm gonna sit there and listen to you for 2-3 hours or an hour, 20 minutes set, whatever, I have to enjoy the music.
So you couldn't promote a concert with someone you know could sell tickets if you didn't really dig them like that. You didn't really dig the music.
Repeat that question, Wade-O.
Could you promote a concert? Like say a massive artist hits you up, like, you know, man, if I book this person, we're gonna put 500 people in the room, but you hated their music. Could you promote the concert? You think? Would you take it?
I would probably curate the concert. I would play a different role.
You play a different role.
I would play a different role. I think having your name on something and working on something is 2 different things. A lot of people are involved in different projects, and producers may not be giving shout outs right away. I'm a show producer, so I will become a producer. I wear that hat before I put a promotion. So there's some stuff I do that people don't even know about.
Yeah.
My job is just to come create a schedule. I would do a show, just different hat. But I have to enjoy it.
Hey, she's honest about that. Because I've worked with her on promotion. She's serious about what she put her name on.
Yeah, no, it's so my sister, bless her, Cindy, she helps me out with events. She does hospitality, and we are driven to do things with excellence because our name is on it. So, like, she'll work and she'll do things, and she's like, my sister's name is on this. Like, we need to make sure we represent, because we are our own brand. Yeah. You know, we represent ourselves. People give reviews about you afterwards. You know, I think I've been doing this for about 5-6 years now. Yep. And I find out my reviews.
Yeah.
There's no Yelp page, but
Yeah.
people contact me and they're like, hey, you know, I heard you did a show with this person. They had an amazing time.
Yep.
We want to bring them back out.
Yep.
And I think the consistency, you know, involves with you respecting your brand as a person and just an entity. Like,
Yeah.
you're Wade-O.
Yeah.
As a person, the brands, clearly, right?
It matters.
And it matters. So
It matters.
you can't just put your name on everything.
Yeah.
I made that mistake at one point.
Yeah.
So, not perfect. Me and Wade-O have to do a show, though, like an official co-promotion show.
We do need to do that.
Think about some things. You're the creative.
Well, I came up with this idea. I don't. Okay, so I won't tell you this on camera. I'm still fleshing it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, you actually may be the perfect person to help me pull this off.
I'm down.
I was actually thinking about this earlier today. Okay. We're gonna cut the camera off right now so me and Suleky can talk about this. But your website and all of that stuff.
Yeah, so follow me at Suleky Roman Events on Instagram, on Twitter. My website is SulekyRomanEvents.com. So yeah, check it out. Thank you for having me.
Oh, come on.
This is my official first Wade-O Radio TV.
You how she said the first too. You said the first. But you know what though? This is long overdue though. We actually should have done this.
I've known him for 22 years. This is the first interview. I watch all the interviews behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And then he be like, all right, Stu, peace out.
She has been at a lot of them though. She has been at a lot of them.
20-something years.
You know, the last 20s. Oh my God.
But thank you for showing coordinators, promoters love.
Hey, you listen. You guys like the unsung heroes of this scene.
Thank you, man.
Like real talk. Like coordinators and promoters have played a very integral role in helping to build Christian rap into what it is. You know what I mean? So, and you are definitely doing that listen, I don't want to disrespect nobody, but she's very vital in New York City.
Thank you.
You know, so that's what
Work with me. Contact me. Email me. Hit me up. I negotiate.
Good peoples.
Thank you.
Hey family, thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button, like this video, and leave us a comment. Would love to hear your thoughts on what we were just discussing. Also, if you want to book me for your next event, whether you got a concert, a party, a youth function, a corporate event, whatever it is, send us an email. It's booking@wadeoradio.com. I'd love to DJ your next event.